Hello students, we'll continue chapter 8, that is how do organisms reproduce. Last time we talked about the male reproductive system. Today we'll be talking about the female reproductive system. Now in the female, the primary sex organs, that is a pair of ovaries. Like male में, if you remember, that is a pair of testes. Now these ovaries, they are present in the abdominal cavity. बहुत important point है, क्योंकि तुमने देखा होगा मेल के अंदर जो टेस्टिस हैं, they are not present into the abdominal cavity, but the ovaries जो हैं, they are present in the abdominal cavity. And कहाँ पे है? One on either side of the uterus. Uterus के दोनों side में एक एक टेस्टी है. What is uterus? I'll be telling you that. Okay, when a girl child is born, large number of ovarian follicles which are known as immature eggs are present in the ovary of a female. बर्थ के टाइम पे ही ओवरी के अंदर बहुत से ovarian follicles they were present, but they were immature. And at the time of puberty, every month one ovarian follicle that gets matured into a egg. That means ये जो ovarian follicles हैं ये immature रहते हैं till the age of puberty. So when a girl reaches the age of puberty, हर month सिर्फ एक ovarian follicle which is known as a primary follicle, okay, that gets matured in one ovary. Suppose एक month में right ovary में से एक primary follicle mature हुआ है तो next month में वो left ovary में से होगा. So only one primary follicle get matured into an egg in one ovary alternative. That is, if पहले month में left हुआ है तो फिर right होगा, पहले right था तो फिर left हुआ है. Another function of the ovary is it also secrete the female sex hormone. जैसे हमने देखा कि मेल सेक्स हार्मोन कौन सा है? टेस्टोस्टेरोन. Similarly, female sex organs are two female sex hormones. One is estrogen and the other is progesterone. These estrogen as well as progesterone, this is also secreted by the ovaries. Now after, at the time of when this ovule get mature, ovulation takes place. ये जो egg जो है, when it gets fully matured, it is released from the ovary. It is released from the ovary. So the release of egg from the ovary is known as ovulation. So what is ovulation? The release of the egg from the ovary, that is known as an ovulation. Release के बाद एकदम ovaries के पास one tubular structures that is present which is known as a fallopian tube. एकदम ovary के पास, वो ovary से बहुत जुड़ी हुई नहीं होती, but there is some space, but it is very close to the ovary. So very close to the ovary there is a tube which is present, which is known as a fallopian tube, and another name for the fallopian tube is oviduct. So that means there is one pair of oviduct, and these tubes are quite elongated structures. I'll be telling you the detail in the diagram. Now the released ova, that means ovulation में जब ova release होता है तो that released ova it enters into the oviduct. Then the two oviducts from the two ovaries, they unite and enter into a very large muscular inverted pear shaped structure which is known as a uterus. So दोनों oviduct जो हैं, दोनों tubes जो हैं वो मिल जाती हैं in a inverted pear shaped large structure which is known as a uterus. Another name of the uterus is womb also, and this uterus is present in the pelvic region. And then this uterus जो है it opens into the vagina through the cervix. That means uterus जो है it opens into a tube which is narrow, and that narrow tube is known as the cervix, and this cervix जो है open into a broad tubular structure which is known as a vagina. So this diagram, this is a diagram of the female reproductive system. Like I told you, two ovaries are there. This is one ovary and this is another ovary. Now inside the ovary the ova are formed, and when these ova are released, ये जो ओवरी से ओवा निकलते हैं तो दे एंटर इनटू एन ओविडक्ट. सो दिस इज ओविडक्ट विच इज़ ऑल्सो नोन एज अ फेलोपियन ट्यूब. ये एक ओविडक्ट है ये जो है दैट इज़ सेकेंड ओविडक्ट एंड इट इज़ रिटन दिस इज़ फेलोपियन ट्यूब। और ये दोनों साइड की फेलोपियन ट्यूब जो हैं वो अंदर की साइड पे मिल जाती हैं एंड अ लार्ज इन्वर्टेड पियर शेप्ड स्ट्रक्चर इज़ देयर विच इज़ नोन एज ए यूट्रस। सो ये जो पूरी की पूरी लार्ज स्ट्रक्चर है दैट इज़ नोन एज अ यूट्रस। ये पूरा जो है दैट इज़ अ यूट्रस इज़ देयर। ओके, नाउ ये जो यूट्रस है इट ओपन्स इनटू अ नैरो ट्यूबुलर स्ट्रक्चर। ये नैरो जो ट्यूब स्ट्रक्चर है विच इज़ नोन एज अ सर्विक्स, दिस इज़ अ सर्विक्स, एंड देन दिस ब्रॉड canal like structure that is known as a vagina, and this vagina opens outside the body of a female by an opening which is known as a vaginal opening. So this is the female reproductive system. Okay, now it is written endometrium, myometrium. What is endometrium and myometrium? ये जो uterus की जो wall है it is made up of 3 layers. सबसे अंदर की जो layer है which is important, सबसे अंदर की जो लेयर है दैट इज़ नोन एज एन एंडोमेट्रियम। तो ये जो रेड कलर की जो स्ट्रक्चर है जस्ट ओवेरियन कैविटी, द कैविटी ऑफ द यूट्रस इज़ नोन एज एन ओवेरियन कैविटी। ये कैविटी के बाहर जो लाइनिंग है दैट इज़ नोन एज एन एंडोमेट्रियम, और एंडोमेट्रियम के बाहर जो है द सेकेंड वन दैट इज़ नोन एज ए मायोमेट्रियम। ओके, सो देर आर 3 लाइनिंग्स ऑफ द यूट्रस। Okay, so this is the female reproductive system. Now let us talk about fertilization. During fertilization, you know that the male gametes, which are known as the sperms, they get fused with the female gamete, and this process of fusion of male gametes with the female gametes, that is known as fertilization. Remember, fertilization होती कहाँ पे है? What is the location of fertilization? The fertilization takes place in the oviduct. ये जो oviduct है, see this is an egg which is released. So the fertilization takes place in the oviduct. Okay, now that means the male gametes which comes out through the urethral opening. If you remember the male reproductive system, the male gametes or the sperms, they come out through the urethral opening which is present at the tip of the penis, and then these male gametes enter in the vagina, into the vagina, and then from the vagina they passes through the cervix, from the cervix they pass through the uterine cavity and then enter into the oviduct. And in the oviduct, if the ovum is there, then the fusion of the male gamete, that is sperm, and the egg takes place, which is known as a fertilization. Now the deposition of the male gametes on the vagina of the female, okay, that takes place during intercourse, which is also known as a coitus. So during coitus, the sperms, they get deposited on the vagina of the female, and then these sperms, they passes through the vagina, through the cervix, through the uterine cavity, enters into the oviduct, and the fertilization takes place in the oviduct. Now let us talk about the post fertilization changes. Suppose the fertilization has taken place, so the ovum is released into the oviduct, the egg that get fertilizes, and after fertilization the single cell is formed, which is known as a zygote. So that means zygote formation कहाँ पे होगी? Zygote formation also takes place in the oviduct or in the fallopian tube. ये zygote जो fallopian tube में बना, it starts dividing, mitotic division. So it starts dividing by the mitotic division. When after the mitotic division, a embryo is formed. So the embryo is formed, and when these mitotic divisions are taking place, the embryo, which is around 8 or 16 cell stage, it start moving towards the uterus, and then it reaches to the uterus. So the embryo, it reaches to the uterus. When all these changes are taking place, when the fertilization is taking place and the zygote is undergoes mitotic division and the embryo is forming and the embryo start moving towards the uterus, simultaneously certain changes takes place in the uterus. So uterus जो है, it prepare itself for the implantation. Implantation means the embryo has to get fixed up into the uterus, which that is known as an implantation. Fixing of the embryo in the uterine tissue of the female is known as implantation. So the uterus prepare itself for implantation. Many changes takes place in the uterus. कौन सी changes? The endometriums become very thick. I told you what is endometrium. That is the innermost lining of the uterus. It becomes very thick, it becomes muscular, and the blood supply that is increased. So zygote में changes हो रहे हैं, embryo बन रहा है. At the same time uterus जो है, it is preparing itself for the implantation of the embryo by becoming thick, highly muscular, and the increased blood supply occurs in the uterus. Then when this embryo get implanted into the uterus, जब ये embryo uterus के अंदर implant हो जाता है, then the placenta develops. Okay, now placenta is a tubular structure which develops between the uterus and the embryo. Uterus और embryo के बीच में, embryo कहाँ पे है? It is implanted into the uterine wall. So दोनों के बीच में एक tube-like structure that is formed, which is known as a placenta. The function of the placenta is that the developing embryo, it requires nutrition and it requires oxygen. So the nutrition and the oxygen to the developing embryo goes from the mother blood through placenta. At the same time, in the embryo, the waste material which is formed, okay, from the nutrition, the waste material which is formed and the carbon dioxide which is formed, it also passes through the placenta and comes into the mother's blood. So what is the function of placenta? That means placenta जो है, it is a link between the blood of the mother and the embryo. Embryo gets the nutrition, gets the oxygen, and remove the waste material and the carbon dioxide through the placenta, okay, into the mother's blood, or it takes the nutrition from the mother's blood. Then the placenta जो है, it has certain finger-like processes which are known as the placental villi. So placental villi are finger-like processes. These finger-like processes are present towards the embryo, because I told you placenta is a link between the uterus of the mother, okay, uterine cell of the mother, and the embryo. So embryo के side पे जो placenta है, इसमें छोटे छोटे फिंगर लाइक प्रोसेसेस आ जाते हैं, विच आर नोन एज द प्लेसेंटल विलाई. एंड द फंक्शन ऑफ द प्लेसेंटल विलाई इज दैट दे इंक्रीज द सरफेस एरिया फॉर द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, ऑक्सीजन, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और द वेस्ट मटेरियल. सो द ऑल दीज थिंग्स गेट ट्रांसपोर्टेड between the blood of the mother and the developing embryo through the placenta, and to increase the transportation surface, the placenta has certain villi. Remember, these villi are always present towards the embryo. Okay. Now after the gestation period, now what is it, a gestation period? Gestation period is a period after fertilization till the birth of a child. Fertilization के बाद और चाइल्ड के बर्थ के बीच में जो पीरियड है, okay, that is known as a gestation period. Like the gestation period in human being is 9 months, okay, and this is the development till the birth, okay. After 9 months, the muscles of the uterus, they show contraction. A very strong contraction of the uterine muscle is seen. I told you the endometrium जो है, it becomes highly muscular. So after 9 months, those muscles, they show strong rhythmic contraction, and as a result the child comes out from the uterus through the vagina of a female. This is known as a childbirth, and the childbirth is known as a parturition. So what is parturition? Parturition, that is known as a childbirth. So this is in short the male reproductive system, female reproductive system, fertilization, and the post fertilization changes which takes place. But suppose the eggs are not getting fertilized, because if the girl is not married, the eggs will not get fertilized. So if the eggs don't get fertilized, these eggs, they come out from the body of a female along with the changes which had taken place in the uterus in the female, in a form of some blood, mucus, etc., which is known as menstruation. So remember, menstruation occurs, okay, if the eggs are not fertilized, if the fertilization doesn't take place. Okay, so the female ovaries, they release one ovum every 28 days. This is known as this, these are the cyclic changes. हर 28 days के बाद, okay, the ovary, it releases one egg alternatively, okay, from the age of puberty. जब प्यूबर्टी एज आ जाती है तो फीमेल जो है एवरी 28 डेज में दे रिलीज वन एग अल्टरनेटिवली. नाउ सपोज ए क्वेश्चन इज बीन आस्क्ड कि एक ईयर में वन ओवरी releases how many eggs? So it will be 6, because the two ovaries, they release 12 eggs. If we say 28 days, let us talk ki 28 days forms a month. Okay, it is so in 1 year 12 eggs will be released, but one ovary will release how many eggs? 6 eggs. Remember, this is alternatively. Okay, now if the fertilization doesn't take place, then the uterus which has prepared itself to receive the fertilized eggs by becoming thick, spongy, and there is an increase in the blood supply, all these things, they get disintegrated. That means the ovum get disintegrated if the ovum is not fertilized. Ovum means the egg. If the egg is not fertilized, it lives in the fallopian tube for around a day. ओवुलेशन के बाद एग जो है एक दिन तक ओविडक्ट में रहता है, बट इफ after that, if it does not get fertilized, okay, then it gets disintegrated, and along with the thick uterine lining, that is an endometrium of the uterus and the blood capillaries, they come out from the vaginal opening of a female, which is known as a menstruation. So the menstruation occurs in general after every 28 days. So the blood, mucus, etc., and the egg that comes out through the vagina, and this menstruation जो है, it lasts for around 2 to 8 days. That is different in different girls. अलग अलग girls में अलग अलग duration होती है. So the period of the menstruation, that is around 2 to 8 days every month. Now at the age of puberty, when the first menstruation takes place, that is known as a monarchy. And at the age of 45 to 50 years in the female, this menstruation stop. That means reproductive period उनका ख़त्म हो जाता है, and when the menstruation stops, that is known as a menopause. So the female reproductive period जो है, it is between monarchy, that is the first menstruation, till the menopause. That means from 10 to 12 years of age up to 45 to 50 years of age is the female reproductive period. Okay. Now let us talk about what is the significance of sexual reproduction. Now you know that in the sexual reproduction, the DNA of the two different individuals combine, because the DNA is present in the egg also and the DNA is present into the sperm also. So दोनों का जो DNA है, न्यूक्लियस है, वो combine हो जाता है. Okay, but although the DNA of two individuals get combined, but the amount of DNA remains the same in the zygote as that of the other cells. Why? Because the gametes जो हैं, they have half the number of chromosomes or half the amount of DNA. Male gamete जो है, it also have half the amount of DNA. Female gamete also have half the amount of DNA. After fusion, the amount of DNA that comes the same which was present in the other cells. Now because the DNA of two different individuals that get mixed, so genetic variations occur during sexual reproduction. These variation does not occur during asexual reproduction, and these genetic variation, they are responsible for the evolution. Suppose variation organism में नहीं होंगी तो evolution नहीं होता. So this is the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system, or the reproductive system in humans. In my next lecture, we will be talking about some diseases which are transmitted sexually, that is sexually transmitted diseases. Till then, stay safe, students.